Hello, this video summarizes key figures from the Enlightenment, which is also called the Age of Reason, and their ideas. Topic number 1 is Voltaire. Voltaire was a witty and influential French philosopher, writer, and social critic. He was a leading figure during the Enlightenment. His sharp intellect and biting satire challenged the authority of the monarchy and the Catholic Church. Voltaire famously advocated for religious tolerance and freedom of thought, declaring, "I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." His wit and wisdom made him a champion of reason and individual liberties, inspiring others to question the status quo and fight for justice. Topic number 2 is John Locke. John Locke was an English philosopher and was a key thinker whose ideas laid the foundation for modern political thought and individual rights. Locke believed in the natural rights of life, liberty, and property, asserted that governments derive their power from the consent of the governed. His influential writings greatly influenced the American Revolution and the formation of the United States. As Locke wisely proclaimed, the end of the law is not to abolish or restrain, but to preserve and enlarge freedom. His ideas continue to shape our understanding of democracy and the importance of protecting individual rights. A third important person from the Enlightenment was Rousseau. Rousseau was a passionate French philosopher who placed great emphasis on the inherent goodness of human nature and the concept of the social contract. Rousseau argued that individuals should surrender some of their natural rights to the community for the greater good. His ideas laid the groundwork for modern democratic principles and influenced the French Revolution. Rousseau famously declared, "Man is born free and everywhere he is in chains," challenging some of the societal norms of his time and inspiring movements for liberation and equality. The fourth important person of the Enlightenment was Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant was a German philosopher who made a significant contribution to the Enlightenment through bridging the gap between rationalism and empiricism. Kant emphasized the power of the human reason and the importance of moral autonomy. He argued for the existence of universal moral principles that should guide human actions. Kant famously urged individuals to dare to know and encouraged independent thinking and moral responsibility. His ideas on ethics and reason continue to shape philosophy, discourse, and our understanding of morality. A fifth important person of the Enlightenment was Mary Wollstonecraft. Wollstonecraft was an English writer and advocate for women's rights. She played a crucial role in the Enlightenment by challenging prevailing notions of gender inequality. Wollstonecraft argued for women's education and equal rights, asserting that women were just as capable of reason and intellect as men. Her influential work, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, called for the end of the social and legal subjugation of women. Wollstonecraft's empowering words, "I do not wish women to have power over men, but over themselves," inspired feminist movements and continue to be a rallying cry for gender equality. Another important figure from the Enlightenment was Thomas Hobbes. Thomas Hobbes, in his work The Leviathan, argued that human nature is driven by self-interest and the pursuit of self-preservation. He believed that without a strong central authority, life would be chaotic and short. Hobbes proposed the social contract theory, where individuals willingly surrendered their rights to a sovereign authority in exchange for protection and order. He advocated for absolute monarchy as the most effective form of rule and a means to maintain social stability. Another important person from the Enlightenment was Montesquieu. Montesquieu wrote a book called The Spirit of the Laws, which emphasized the importance of the separation of powers to prevent tyranny and to protect individual liberties. He proposed dividing government power among different branches, legislative, executive, and judicial, to establish checks and balances. This system would ensure that no single branch could accumulate too much power. Montesquieu also supported a mixed government combining elements of a monarchy, aristocracy, and a democracy, which tailored to the specific needs of a society. His ideas played a significant role in shaping modern democratic systems and the notion of limited government. In summary, the Enlightenment was a transformative era propelled by the ideas and actions of these key figures. Voltaire's wit and passion for freedom, Locke's advocacy for individual rights, Rousseau's belief in the social contract, Kant's focus on reason and morality, and Wollstonecraft's fight for women's rights all played vital roles in shaping the intellectual and philosophical landscape of the time. Their stories reflect the spirit of the Enlightenment, urging us to question, challenge, and pursue truth in our quest for a better world.